Alright guys, we are back with another episode of Fall of Avalon. I believe it's episode 4. Last time we just did some exploring and went around the town and did kind of this area here. Right now just pinged one of these side quests and just rested, so I'm gonna go see what the what this little quest is here and go from there. Alright.
We're not alone.
My god, dude.
Your money, your love.
I just wish that I would stop trying to block with my left bumper.
You pay for that.
Dude, I did it
You'll
again.
regret this. This is my lucky day. We'll make short work. No, you'll regret this. Your gold belongs to us. I've taken down bigger foes. You're only making me angrier.
What was that? Whoa. You guys got moves. Dude, what is that gap close? Hello? Alright, time for this guy again. I will not... Oh no! I used my power! Dude, what is that? Oh my god, these things are disgusting. I just wasted like 4 potions on you. It's not okay. I think this guy's friendly. This guy's got all the good stuff. Let me just steal this before talking to him. Oh, wait. Is this how I get wood? I don't chop trees down? Okay. Interesting. Hope he's not gonna get mad that I just looted his whole garden.
Oh, a new face. I haven't seen you before. It depends on who's asking and why. No, I'm kidding. I don't meet many outsiders these days. I'm Marg, a hunter in the service of the Horns of the South. I ideas about this place, but even the dead hardly ever get any rest. Though I'll admit, it's getting worse lately. They keep emerging from the local cemetery in numbers greater than that small plot of land ever held. So I'm guessing we might have a necromancer on our hands. And here I thought after the charred conclave, we'd have more than 100 years of peace from them. Only every century or so. But even that's too often if you ask me. Something seems to draw them here. Well, it's probably all that death. The South has always been restless. And after what happened with the sunken village, I guess death has seeped into the very soil of this land. Must be quite alluring for that lot. Because I'm not stupid or suicidal, I can go up against a few undead. But their masters are a different story. I'm a simple hunter, while they have the power to raise the dead. Arrows are only good against magic if you're far away from the caster, which is impossible in the crypt. But if you decide not to help, I'll have no choice, will I? Or I could just wait for the necromancer to be destroyed by what they summoned. It happens sometimes, from what I've heard. Good. And try not to die. That undead swarm doesn't need any more recruits. Everything is interesting around here. But ultimately, it depends on what you're looking for. No. I respect your candor. You need to understand
You said
that
no.
list with the horns of the South. He leaves his former self outside the walls of the keep. His old life, it loses all meaning. If someone comes here and gets political, well, they'll end up disappointed. I don't know if you're aware, but becoming the captain is a curse for any true keeper. It's not the honor others on Avalon seem to think it is. Because the captain answers to Camelot and its representative, Galahad. So every captain needs to get political, whether he likes it or not. And the current Galahad is a real piece of shit. He burns people under any pretext whatsoever, or none at all. He sows terror. I'm self-sufficient enough not to have to ask for help. However, I suppose I could help you. I could share some things I found out during...
Alright, so it looks like this is how I get a bunch of arrows, but I'm not going to be using that, so don't really care too much on that right now. Jeez, I hate those things. Am I not swinging my... Alright, we got multiple of them now. What the hell was that? Yo, can you stop throwing shit at me? How are you so fast? You just moonwalked away. Like we weren't gonna have an issue. Alright, let's go in this crypt. See what we got.
Who goes there? Are you the one responsible for all that racket? People are trying to rest in peace, damn it. Oh, you'll have to forgive them. They're a little disoriented. Waking up in this way is like coming out of a thick fog you've been wandering through for days on end. Dulls the senses, clouds the mind. Terrible for coordination. My name's Huardok, and I am the keeper of this place. I look after the dead.
You look dead.
Or at least, I try to. It used to be much easier where they stayed in one place. Now I need to keep making sure they don't stray too far from the cemetery. But I'm not complaining. A little exercise is good for the body. Dead, alive, what's the difference? I am here. I always have been, and I always will be, until the day I'm released from my service. Truth be told, I'm not quite sure. Has it been a long time since the wave came and swallowed the village? That was when people stopped coming here. It's like the sea washed away the memory of this place as well. I don't remember much of what happened afterwards. I must have fallen asleep for a while. Interested in local history, are you? Good, good. The memory of those who came before us should be preserved. I can let you in. There is a small fee of 5 gold coins for the upkeep of the cemetery, of course. It's constant work, as you can clearly see, and my petitions for additional funds seem to have fallen on deaf ears. That it is. But there's only so much I cannot ask. The only...
I'll give it to him.
Oh, you should
Never
have
mind.
said so from the start. Did you know that some prominent keepers rest in this place? Oh, and when you're back, please remind your captain of this place. It's...
Nice. Why am I slowed? Oh, it's like I can't fucking hit them. Alright, let's just cheese them a little bit. Yeah. You guys don't like that, do you? Can I shoot for this? Bro, help! Guys, it's just cheese at its finest. Oh, now we got skellies? Ah. God, the reach on this thing is so ass. My god, that was way harder than it needed to be. Bro. This crypt is pissing me off. Other goodies? No. I need to find the crypt key for that. Oh, hello. I don't really want to fight you. I'm gonna be dead honest, I'm gonna sneak around that guy. I'm not fighting that. Oh! Where'd you spawn from? I fought Radon, you are nothing. Don't one-shot me. Okay, that guy was not that scary. Oh, well that's awkward. No one saw that. Alright. Thank you for the iron ore, sir. Appreciate it. Any more?
Careful there. Try not to step on the array. It's advanced magic. Very fragile.
Stop. Well, what I am doing here is very important. Besides, I'm hardly hurting anyone. Well, anyone that matters, that is. That is a gross oversimplification. I am conducting valuable research, and yes, I do get rid of vermin and give their sorry existence some actual meaning.
Oops.
Don't enjoy it either. It's messy, and it takes up far too much time that could be better devoted to my research. Think about it this way. People who wrought so much misery on others could end up bettering the lives of everyone. I've made some tremendous breakthroughs. I know people fear this kind of magic, but it creates so many new possibilities. It could change the meaning of life and death.
Give those who died prematurely more time with their loved ones. We could learn to live without the fear of dying. We could treat death not like an end, but like a new beginning.
I'm not desecrating anything. It's just flesh. There's nothing sacred about it in the first place. It starts decaying the moment you die. I'm merely prolonging its usefulness. And I've made some tremendous breakthroughs. Oh, please. Is that the only thing people can think of when it comes to necromancy? What use would I have with an army? My ambition isn't to command the dead, but death itself. I aim to make Avalon a place where people won't have to fear it anymore. The problem is, I keep missing something. Raising the dead is easy, but I don't want mindless minions. I want truly living undead. Yet no matter what I do, it just won't work.
Very well. Do you know what I like most about the dead? They don't tire, and they don't feel pain. But you will.
Okay, sir. Oh no, no, let me move! Okay, we got to go in our bag here and equip some stuff here. Dude, undead, get out of my way. I don't care about you in the slightest, okay? I only care about hitting this guy. Why is this so difficult for me? Yikes, that was difficult. Shut. What? Oh, this one's gotta be like right on the... Yes. Alright, later, Gator. Don't want to ever see you again. Alright, so we know what night looks like.
So he shares the same fate as his minions. Ironic, don't you think? Well, at least we'll have some peace and quiet around here again. And the dead might be restless for a bit. But I'm sure Hwaradak will put them back to sleep. You can report a job well done to the quartermaster. Aye, I do. He's a very pleasant fellow. I may not be very fond of his masters, but well, who am I to judge a man for the oaths he's bound to? And he has a lot of respect for the dead. I wouldn't mind having someone like him looking after me after I finally shuffle off this mortal coil. Yeah, you fought, you won. That's all that matters to me. But there may be one day, if Avalon permits, we'll share this tale by the campfire. But for now, let's focus on what's in front. Since you've proven you're brave enough to face the undead, I take it you're not afraid of the night either, are you? I might have another job for you if you're interested. A while ago, another traveler came through here bragging that he found a place where he could easily gather ethereal cobwebs. He was supposed to return with proof, but, well, I'm afraid he may have met an unfortunate end, as often happens. But I'm still curious about the place he mentioned. It's just a stranger who wanted to share the fire for a while. I never asked his name. I didn't see the point. There are those on Avalon who love the thrill of braving the night. They don't usually live very long. I think he mistook me for a kindred spirit. When you wander through the weirdness and observe the creatures it has altered, you'll notice a strange substance covering them. That's ethereal cobweb. But no one knows where it comes from. Although some scholars suspect it's the weirdness in its tangible form. I thought it could only be harvested from the bodies of those changed by the weirdness. But if that traveler was right, then there might be an easier way. Or to build a weirdness-repelling fire, of course. Look, if you're ever out at night with no safe place to shelter, ethereal cobwebs can save your life. It's like a temporary personal menhir. That's good. Hand me a map. I don't know the exact location, but you should find it in this area. Good luck.
What are you? Oh, yeah, I'm not fighting that. That guy's a little bit too big for my liking. And he's gonna one-shot me.
You looking for trouble?
Make it double.
Ninian. I knew the Red Death would take him. Damn shame. He was one of the good ones. You did right bringing this back. The Horns look after their own, even after they're gone. But, now that I think of it, how did you manage to get hold of his tag? Tortured? In the asylum? You can't expect me to take that at face value. Brother Riagan said Ninian was too weak to survive the journey. They came for him, and we even held a symbolic keeper's burial for him. And what were you doing in the island asylum? You look fine, but if you were there, near him... I'm sorry this happened to you. Still, you have to understand, now that you've told me this, I'll be keeping a close eye on you. No risks can be taken when it comes to the Red Death. I knew we'd have to deal with this sooner or later. Time isn't exactly on our side. Mahone's condition worsens with each passing night. It's hard for me to admit, but nobody, including myself, really knows what's going on. Maybe a fresh perspective is exactly what we need. If you find any clues, follow them. I'm only interested in the details, and ideally, the solutions. Yes? Did you find out what's been happening out there? Great. A necromancer. Just what we needed. It wasn't the Dark Druid
Oh, he
from the
dead,
legends,
though.
was it? Ha! That's what I like to hear. If he's dead, that's the only thing that matters. We already have the Dalriada almost on our doorstep. We don't need an army of the undead to boot. You did well. Maybe it's not so bad having you here.
Thank you, brother.
You've done your part in proving your worth. All right. You deserve the truth. You won't find the captain at the Horns of the South. He ordered us to lock down the keep, and then... he disappeared. I have my suspicions about where he might be, but I can't say for sure. And frankly, I hope I'm wrong. Brandon once said he wasn't afraid to go to the Dalriada, and the way he said it, I couldn't tell if he was joking. So maybe he went to make a deal with them? I think that's ridiculous. Everyone knows the Dalriada are savages. Diplomacy is not their strong suit. But, if it's true, if the captain did go to broker peace with the Dalriada, you'd most likely find him at the All-Mother's Temple, where One Eye and his thugs are holed up. Getting into the temple won't be easy, that's for sure. And frankly, I prefer not to hear about your demise.
Aww.
Try sneaking in quietly, or see if you can convince the tribe's representatives to let you through. That's the best advice I can give you. And if you do find the captain, tell him to return to the Horns of the South as soon as possible. Galahad the Pure is already on his way, and he won't be pleased to find a bunch of keepers hiding behind the walls without their commander. We'll all face consequences if that happens.
Alright, so we got almost level 6. Let's place a bonfire real quick. We're gonna put into Dex, get some attack speed going, and we're gonna put this in parry still. My parry window up. Looks good. Alright, well, with that, guys, that is gonna do it for this episode. Next episode, we are gonna be going up there doing the blacksmith, quest. I think that was just crafting some stuff. I don't, yeah, this one. Crafting the, rags and the cap. And then also repairing the deck. Just trying to get level 6. Get as many levels as we can here from the start. But, I will see you all in the next one.